Crash Team Rumble, a fun-to-play 4 vs 4 team platform arena game where you can play as multiple characters you wouldn't normally get to play as in Crash games with their own strengths and weaknesses. Have a good time with your friends and unlock cosmetics for the characters. However, unlike in any game, there is issues in this game. Here are the problems I have with Crash Team Rumble. The time it takes to boot up the game and begin playing is really slow. When you first boot up the game, you won't have the ability to skip the Activision, Toys with Bob and Unreal Engine intros. The only intro you can skip is the game intro. Then it comes to the title screen, and this is the biggest pain because it takes over a minute to log into the servers and begin playing. With all that out of the way with the intros and the logging in, it took me 2 minutes and 15 seconds to be in the main menu. That's more longer to boot up any of the modern Crash games, even the Spiral Trilogy. These are people who camp in the opposing team's banks, stopping players from banking their Wumper or not helping their own team get boost power-ups or Wumper. Stopping players from scoring is one way to win the game, but the reason why I believe this is an issue is because it can stall the time it takes to finish the match, and it can give the team no chance to bank if they don't know what to do or their team is imbalanced. Imagine in this situation, the enemy team is camping your bank and your team is doing the same. That could take the game hostage because both teams are having slim chances of banking their Wumper. There's only a couple of ways you can counter this. Get your whole team to help you find the enemy and bank your Wumper or use power-ups. The problem is though, that it gives time for the other enemy players to collect and bank Wumper when your team is distracted trying to get rid of the campers. Not to mention their attacks can get you airborne, and if you come airborne when you are banking Wumper, the timer gets interrupted. Plus, you are constantly losing Wumper every time you get hit while trying to bank.
Enemy team boost expired. Enemy force field. Team boosted. Healing fridge ready. Side's UFO available. Enemy team boosted. Enemy team boost expired. Enemy force field. Enemy team boosted. Force field.
If you have played past Crash games, you will know that most of them have stories, CTR, Crash Bash, Crash Nitro Kart, and even that terrible party game called Crash Boom Bangs. Unfortunately, Crash Team Rumble does not have a story. It only contains one mode you can play in single player, and that's private matches where you can practice against playing against bots. I pretty much expected this, however, because this is an online-only PvP game, and normally games like this, in my opinion, doesn't get stories, but it's still quite a disappointment, though.